Hello everybody and welcome to Pravus Gaming and Steamed, the series where I go through my Steam library and find the games that I bought but never had a chance to play. And on today's agenda we have StoneHearth, a cute, relaxing voxel city builder. Take Banished, mix in some Minecraft and a few fantasy elements, and then you basically have StoneHearth. Now I'm going into this video knowing full well that there is currently controversy around this game, because as of December 2018, it sure as heck looks like the developers have declared this a finished game and are walking away, which has left some people in the lurch, especially around multiplayer. There's still a lot of complaints about bugs and lag, but maybe the modding scene will make up for it. I'm not too sure. Now, my question is this sufficiently finished and polished for a good single-player experience? And that's what we're going to find out today. This is the story of a brave band of settlers from, and you can choose your location. I think they have different, like, starting, not traits, but, like, different starting methods of survival. For example, the Northern Alliance, I think, relies a lot more on hunting, whereas the Ascendancy, the beginner race, relies a lot more on farming. That's my expectation. We will go with the Ascendancy, boring or not, it should be functional. They're a prosperous and industrious kingdom. Seeking new lands and adventure, they set off to a temperate environment because that is what they favor. A location that is sure to be of normal difficulty because my town will be subject to goblin raids on occasion. Now we have to select our roster of citizens. You can see that there are 3 different stats that apply to each citizen. Mind, which is related to intelligence and crafting. Body, brawn, good for fighting. And spirit, which is not as abundantly obvious to me what this does. I think it has something to do with encouraging people and also a connection with animals or something. This is very spirit heavy. I think I'd rather go for something a bit more crafting heavy. Well, this is acceptable to me. Okay. Each citizen also has their own traits. So, for example, Bri, which is just an amazing name. Bree, I'm going to call him Bree. Kuroda has gourmand, so he likes only tasty food. And he's a pack mule. He hauls things around, and he's really, really good at it. Actually, that's a terrible trait for you, because I plan on having you be a crafter. Let's re-roll that. You know, we'll just go with this one. This seems perfectly fine. I don't know what a hothead does. I don't know what an animal companion does, but we're just going to go with it. Let's accept the roster. Now to choose our starting equipment. We can start off with a lot of food, or merchant caravan with a lot of tools so we can get professions set up pretty quickly. Or we go for some stuff that we can use to sell, like, I don't know, setting up trading outposts, sell things to nearby traders. Not too worried about that. We're going to go for the merchant caravan so I can experience a lot of different professions early on. Now, this will look familiar to anyone who's played things like, I don't know, Dwarf Fortress, Rimworld, and so on. You can choose your starting biome. Do we want to start off in, let's say, the mountains, where there's plenty of trees and minerals, but not a lot of wildlife? Maybe we want to start off in the plains, which is kind of the opposite. I think I like to start off in the foothills somewhere. This seems pretty good. A good amount of wildlife and trees, some minerals that we can rely upon. Seems perfect. Let's generate a new world. And here we are. Welcome to our blocky world. Now we have to choose our settlement location. Where do we want to settle? Some water down here. Not too sure what this is from. Looking for, let's see, there are some berries. Actually, a lot of berries off this direction, and a pretty good amount of trees that I think I can chop down. And relatively close to some hills. Maybe we can dig into it and find some minerals. I'm going to set the town right over here. Plenty of food to start me off. Okay. Hi, everybody. I hope you're feeling very optimistic about your new home. All right, we need to go ahead and set up some harvesting jobs. I'm going to go ahead and chop down all the trees. Mass deforestation. That is the way to begin any game. We also need a stockpile set up. I'm going to place one right over, let's say, here. There we go. And we'll let you place anything you want in there. I don't really care too much. Now, we do need to set up some professions early on. Specifically, I'm thinking we want a really good carpenter. You're not too bad, honestly. Campton, you're going to do fine. Let's choose you to be my carpenter. There we go. We will approve this job. He's going to run back home, find the carpenter's saw, lift it over his head, and then ba-boom! He shall become the new carpenter. What are these? Ostriches? I figure they can't be ostriches. They gotta be turkeys, but there's wild ostriches in this forest. Oh, that makes perfect sense. Da-da-da-da. This guy now becomes our carpenter, which means we need to craft a workbench. Let's tell him to build one of those. And once it's done, we'll place it down and he can start converting the wood into something practical. Speaking of something practical, we need a place for all these people to live. So, one thing I'm going to do is go design a new building. Now, you could start from scratch, right? Build out a building here and place down like a roof and, you know, you could do all sorts of things like that. Or you could take the lazy route and just use the templates because they look better. How about a cottage for 2? Or maybe a shared sleeping quarters? No, I don't know. Let's see what the cost is. It looks pretty good. I can use the comma and period keys to rotate things. I'm going to place a cottage right here. And that costs 12 wood and 7 pieces of furniture, which I may or may not have the capability of building yet. But let's go ahead and build it. Boom. Okay. So now people are going to spend some time gathering all the wood, bringing it over here, and building this home from scratch. And we can watch them do their work. Now, it does take them a little while to build. Case in point, one of my test games, I tried building an inn with 5 rooms in it, and it took them like an entire season to build, and they were practically starving by the end of it. And then I discovered the templates, and I'm like, well, mine just looks downright inferior, and I hated it, so I started over. But here we are now. So they're just going to go around building the walls. They're smart enough to build their own scaffolding, so it's kind of entertaining. It's a nice, calm, relaxing way of watching your peeps run around and build up a home. A strange bird has arrived in town. It is an odd bird arriving with a letter at its beak stamped with the official seal of the Ascendancy. We shall open it. Dear Expedition 78, I hope this letter finds you well. By my guess, you've likely set up a camp by now. As your capital liaison, it is my honor to preside remotely over the official founding of your outpost. I trust you had ample time to choose a name on your journey. As you know, every new settlement must choose a banner. This banner reflects your spirit and vision, the uniting factor which brought the expedition together. So we have to choose a name and also a kind of a dedication for our settlement. What do we want to name this? South Silkweed? No. Kitten Glen? No. Outer Heartmoor? No. Skilliford? No. Puppy Acres sounds amazing. We're going to go with Puppy Acres. Now, for choosing our settlement path, we can have a Banner of Vitality, which allows us to get more wood and crops, which is nice. Banner of Strength for more mining. Also, we don't mind cramped areas, which is not a bad idea considering we have some pretty small cottages. Or a Banner of Cunning. Roads give extra speed boosts. People move around a lot faster, and we can sell items for more. Also, traders bring more goods and gold. You know what? I'm going to go with the Banner of Cunning. And thus, Puppy Acres was dedicated. Edgar Plankton has arrived with doors and windows for sale. I don't really have any need for all your fancy doors and windows. I'm pretty sure I can make something just fine on my own. Thank you. We could sell him some of our extra resources and furniture if we wanted to make a bunch of money, but I'm not too worried about that. We are going to speed along here at 2 times speed. Now, I wish there were more speed options, like 3 or 4 times would be nice. Because as charming as it is to watch these people move around and build their homes, it does still take a while, even at 2 times speed, so extra speed would have been nice. Alas, it was not meant to be. I do like the look of the game. Like, the voxel graphics here are actually fairly well implemented. The lighting features and stuff are pretty nice, too. It definitely gives a more relaxing and calm demeanor. Now, I think we've already built up a farmer's hoe, so we should be able to assign someone to become our next farmer. Does anybody have, like, a green thumb trait? Not that I can see. We mostly have a bunch of hotheads who get angry at each other. Okay. Well, tell you what. Nolpap, you shall become my new farmer. Pick up the hoe and start putting it to work. Plow the fields. You should be able to designate out a couple of nice little zones. I'm thinking we'll set one up out over here to start, 11 by 11. Plant some turnips. They grow rather quickly. That should be fine. Plant another one over here with some carrots. There we go. We'll have a couple of crops that he'll start planting. So we'll have some form of food generation. Now, because we started with the merchant caravan, we should also have the option of using a hunting knife to set up a trapper so that he can go and hunt small creatures and create jerky through totally non-violent and humane means, right? That's another source of food that we could make use of. Alternatively, we could consider trying to get a, what are we trying to say? We could try to get a mason set of tools, right? So the chisel and hammer. And that would be a way of getting a mason who might be able to make some new stuff. I don't know, we'll experiment with all of that. What the heck? Why do I care about this animal? Who tamed a raccoon and named it Bob? Sorlu? What are you doing? It's eating my food! Oh, gosh, dang it. Don't make friends with the animals. Once you feed them, they never leave. Fine, if that's the way things are going to be, the only way we can ensure that Sor doesn't go around and befriend all the animals is to change his job to make sure he becomes our trapper and kills all the animals. A trader approaches my town. Oh, good. What does he have? Invaders are approaching. Crud. Okay, hang on. Slow it down for a second. So we need to assign someone to be our defender. Who's our biggest, brawniest guy? It's Candora. You are a glutton, and you're a pluviophile? You love rain. That's a word I've never heard of before, but okay, you're getting promoted to a footman. You love the rain. You're going to love the rain of blood from your enemies. Grab the sword and defend the town. Apparently we have a little goblin or something approaching. What is this? It's a stoneling. He's just a pebble. Well, Good job. Go defend us. You seem to be doing more or less okay against 3 of them, hopefully. Ah, well, that's fun. Do they drop any loot? Do you level up? If it has a purple glow, grab it. Mostly it appears they just leave behind their rocky remains. Well, nonetheless, you did a good job there, Kendora. Well done. I don't really know what happened to Sean. He's just sort of staring blankly into space. I think he may have gotten himself stuck on a wall. Oh, good. Now he knows how to build a scaffold. Okay, brilliant. Well, I hope you had a good holiday out there. The rest of us were working and busting our butts. But yeah, you go play on the planks, man. Have fun, child. Our daily update tells us that we have enough food and net worth to have a new settler. I shall accept this new person. Leah Greenleaf has joined Puppy Acres. Where are you, Leah? There you are. Oh, she's cute with her little pigtails. She looks so happy and naive. What are you good at? Anything? Come here. Come here. What are you good at exactly? You have well, you're a pack mule and you're stoic. Nothing really makes you happy or sad. Can't decide if that's an advantage or a disadvantage, but okay, not bad stats across the board. Ah, we're being attacked by more freaking rocks. Where are these rocks even coming from? I'm actually kind of curious. Do the enemies change depending on where you start? Is because we're close to the base of a mountain, the living rock comes to kill us? Or would that be based on something else? I have no idea, but Kandora will do a valiant job of defense. Elio Baub has joined Puppy Acres. What are you good at? Nothing. You're terrible and you're a hothead and you're a carnivore. You love to eat them. Okay. Well, we've decided to make him into a level 1 mason. Now, I have no idea what the mason's able to do. Let's see. We can make a mason workbench. So basically, the mason works with stone. Mason's pedestal, stone piles, and so on. A cook's spoon, a potter's cutter, blacksmith's hammer. Basically, if you want to continue working with new and better, higher quality professions, we're going to need a mason to make a lot of this stuff. We'll also be able to make a lot of the stone furniture and architecture pieces that we might want in the future. Baxter Rain, welcome to the party. What are you good at? You have actually pretty good stats across the board. Not bad. Animal Companion. Ever since Boots the Fox saved their hearthling, Baxter Rain, from mortal danger, they've been inseparable. Okay, you also have the heart of a crafter and really want to make things every day. I can probably help you with that. An explorer approaches my town. Hello, Puppy Acres. I'm an explorer from far to the east who deals in various amounts of stuff. Recently, I found some autonomous cricket golems. I have no idea what that means. If I can get him 8 wooden window frames in 3 days, he might be willing to trade me something. I could probably make that work, right? Okay, so let's go to the crafting menu then. Sounds like a job for the carpenter. We wanted regular wooden frames, right? Wooden window frame. Okay, so let's craft 8 of those. And then in 3 days' time, we'll get some golems. The bird returns. The messenger bird returns with a reply from Mer Burleyhands. The letter has bite marks. Harold is doing his best. Aw, poor birdie. Congratulations on your founding. Your outpost has been entered into the registry. Consider yourselves official. Her Majesty's Outpost of Puppy Acres. It has a nice ring to it, I think. An inspirational banner design as well. The letter continues. As your outpost continues, blah, 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 direct to new immigrants. I'm pretty sure I've already figured a lot of this stuff out. What do we want that beacon to stand for? Prosperity, happiness, strength, each is a noble pursuit. Frost snap seeds. Thank you. What are frost snaps? I'm guessing some form of, flower? Okay, maybe it's a new crop. More invaders! I activate town alert mode. Please, everyone, go to hide somewhere. I don't know. What are they doing? Oh, it's a bunch of woodland creatures this time. Entlings! Entlings! Kandora, you can handle these guys, right? I guess they didn't like that I was chopping down so much of the forest. Are these your papas? Oh, no, I'm not sorry. An official-looking fellow approaches. Not a bird this time. Kind greetings. At last I can see your settlement in person. You've developed even faster than anticipated. You should all be proud. Oh, it's this guy. Okay. Mer Burleyhands. Help at the last becoming a true settlement. You've grown large enough it's time to choose a tradition. Okay. Indeed, Phoenix Empire. There's probably a bunch of lore involved in all this stuff. For instance, a hearth of cheers for those who believe in a town's value is found in being a happy home. What is our goal? Probably to be productive or something, right? We choose official settlement declaration. Boosts daily update net worth based on overall morale of your citizens. Each day brings a new random buff for your townsfolk. That sounds pretty good. The Hearth of Makers generates extra interest on any gold coins I have on hand, which is not much. Or boosts also the net worth based on gold coins. Well, in theory, for a trading outpost, that's the best for us. Or Hearth of Glory allows summoning increasingly difficult enemies to prove my mettle. Each rank defeated will boost daily update net worth. I think we're going to have to go for the Hearth of Cheer. I mean, the Hearth of the Makers sounds good and all, but let's go for this one. A goblin with a fancy hat swaggers into town.
Human peons, you no understand the might of the glittering army. You lucky to bow before me. Also want some things to hold to at night to sing me to sleep.
You want logs? See, what do you want? You're giving it to me, or you want it from me? I don't know what he wants. I'm going to decline. Me brain breaking. Me break you. Are we under attack? I see no evidence of goblin attackers. Yet. What the crud is that? There are giant zombies out here! He's guarding a giant chest, though. That sounds pretty promising. Got a lot of health. Engaged in combat. Really hard, don't touch the master's treasure. Oh, this is way more dangerous than I thought it was. Another trader approaches the town. Make 4 wooden swords back in 2 days with bronze chest plates. That sounds like a pretty dang good deal for me. Wood in exchange for metal? Heck yes. The explorer has returned. I'm back. Looks like you have given me what I asked for. Are you still interested in 2 autonomous cricket golems? Sure. What the crud is an autonomous cricket golem? Where is it and what does it do? Crickets? Did he just give me tiny little mechanical crickets? Oh, there they are. Autonomous cricket golems. Item carrying golem that somehow works without a geomancer around. Okay. Place a couple of cricket golems. So they're just automated haulers? Oh, well, that sounds like a useful thing. I think my cricket may have gotten stuck in the wall. Gosh dang it, what happened to you? Alright, we're gonna go ahead and undeploy you real quick, and then we'll redeploy you back here on the ground. See? Look how easy that is. Alright, so we've been playing for almost 2 hours now. This is the current state of Puppy Acres. It's grown quite nicely, up to 15 citizens. We even have a cook now. Took a level 2 farmer and was able to go up to a cook, and now we're starting to build out the cauldrons and stuff that is necessary to create some cool new recipes. What does this all do? I don't know. Cornmeal is a thing. Bug meat kebabs. Vegetable stew. Slab of roast veranus. I have no idea what this lizard is, but I'm sure it's amazing. Let's go ahead and craft some of this delicious vegetable stew and make everyone nice and happy. Yeah, kind of cool. The economy of this game is a bit more intricate than you would think just by looking at it. You know, yes, for example, you need to have your farmers growing food to keep everyone alive, but you also need them to grow the silkweed that you need for fibers that can turn into threads, or combine that with the pelts from your trapper to make the leather you need to make armor and other gear. You can also grow the, what's this called? Bright bells and frost snaps for different medicines to keep people alive in case they get into some sort of a combat situation, and all along the way, you need your carpenter providing constant tools and furniture. You need a mason creating new tools and furniture, and so on. And we're not even in our final form. We still have to get our blacksmith, potters for clay, engineers for defensive weaponry, a geomancer. I don't even know what this is involved in, but it sounds pretty cool. Yeah, there's a lot involved in this game. The biggest downside to it, well, downside for some people, upside for others, will be that it does play quite slowly. Building does take a long time. Getting all the ingredients and such can take a long time, even at 2 times speed. Still, if you're looking for a game that's pretty relaxing, this does seem to be a pretty good option. Now, what I'm going to do before we end this video is take my group of soldiers, and I want them to go and attack something if possible. How do I tell them to organize for battle? I don't want to edit the party. I want to tell them to attack. How do I do this? Aha, there's an attack move option. Okay, so I'm going to tell them to move to a location over here. We're going to try attacking this zombie. They're probably all going to die, but it'll be pretty cool if we can make it work. Go! Get ready for combat, my boys! Here we go! It's a zombie! Hit it! Yay, an enemy! Ooh, it causes some sort of pestilence damage. That does seem minorly painful. Oh, we've totally got this. We totally got this. The big hammer, smash it to pieces. Well, cool. What's going to be inside of the big chest? That's what I want to know. We get gold ore. Hooray! Oh, apparently we've decided we want to go and kill another zombie. All right, well, let's have you stand back for a second, then go join in. Let someone else tank the hits. Cool, we've decided to become incredibly aggressive. I love it. What's over here, by the way? Is there a cave? What is this thing? An ancient monument. I just noticed this thing hidden back over here. Hang on, let's harvest these trees. I want to see what this is. Ancient monument. What could be involved in that? Okay, we managed to kill the Zombu. Good job, guys. You found potions and tin ore. Well, this area shall be mine. Well, there's the monument. It appears that its only purpose is to mine the stone, so it's actually a really nice stone deposit. Oh, that seems kind of helpful. Huh. Okay, well, good to know. Anyway, that's where we're going to end this video. It's a pretty fun game. I would say that it's fairly well polished. Again, the pacing is a little on the slower side, so some people may find that to be a bit of a bother. If you're looking for a relaxing city builder, though, that's got a pretty cute theme to it, this is a good option. And yeah, the economy is fairly in-depth. You could easily spend several hours building out a really good town here. Not half bad. Thank you all very much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed this video. If so, then I ask that you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. Hit that notify bell if you have not already, and I will see you guys next time.